Okay. Hello. Okay. Hello, dear friends. Good afternoon. Such a beautiful, beautiful afternoon. And it is so good to be back again. It's kind of, I'm kind of surprised because there are a lot of people here. Maybe when I get in, there will be less, but it's just feels so good to see museum again. San Francisco, the Yyoung Fine Art Museum. It seems it all opened up. See, the coffee shop is even open. I may not have time for a cup of coffee, and it just feels so good and so right to go to museum and have a cup of coffee in the museum coffee shop. It makes me feel very, very special. Oh, I think it's closed. I think it's closed, but I may be able, oh yes, I am able to walk from here and to see, to breathe some fresh air. Oh, it's a little bit chill. And that is me. Inside and outside is different temperature. I will not hang around here too much time because I have been here waiting for so long time to come here. It just makes me very, very happy to see museum again. And maybe we will take some time to blah, blah, blah about all the irrelevant things. And we so sorely need this time to breathe, to take a deep breath and calm down. Let's get in. I think there is a line. There is a Frida Kahlo exhibition, so we will not go the route where there are a lot of people. We will come another time to see this crowded exhibition. Uncanny Valley, being human in the age of AI. I think that is a very, very interesting thing. And we are so scared of AI, of technology. Maybe we do not need to, maybe we should. Let's take a look. Okay, there are a lot of people there. There is an exhibition, famous exhibition, Frida Kahlo. So this time, maybe we will just come to see some of the old familiar paintings that we have missed for so long time. And I like the Yyoung Museum because it's very classical. There are a lot of classical works, and I do find a lot of echoing. It's just, I feel that their skill, the artist's skill, are very, very admirable. See this one, we have seen it so long time. And I feel this is a very Chinese style or Oriental style because it's long and slender, and this is very typical in China. Or in Oriental painting, have this long hanging scrolls. But this one is not a scroll, it's an oil painting. So it's a combination of the Oriental scroll style with the Western mounted. And the structure of the painting is also very, very Oriental because it's relatively simple. Or there is a very clear line, and all these strokes has a lot of strength, and it's a painterly style. It's very much like painted with one brush stroke, go like that, instead of Western oil painting that very harmonious and you do not see brush stroke. That is the difference that makes me feel very Oriental. And also the motif, the passion fruit flower, the peach, the cherry blossom, they are very, very Chinese themed. And the background and the shape, this is a quite typical Yuhu Chun. That shape is in Ming to Qing dynasty, and this ways is, let me say Ming or Qing, but this one does not look very, very, very typical Chinese, but this one is so, there is a name for it, Yuhu Chun. And the motif, it's on a table, the reflection of the light. See? And the background intentionally or unintentionally put some design on it, but covered it up. And the stroke and the painting style, the painterly style, is also very beautiful and Oriental. Azalea and apple blossom fuse European style with Asian objects and aesthetic. The blue and white. Yeah. Okay, I will take a picture of it. And since we are doing this flower, let's make a comparison with another flower. And this flower is very Dutch painting style and Western style. Because in Chinese painting or in Oriental painting, usually there is a vase, there is a container, and put on table, and kind of staged. But this one is all natural, comes out of the ground, comes out of nowhere, and it's a pure study of the subject. And it's very realistic, right? They are not trying the artist was not trying to distinguish this line goes here, this line goes here. It's very, you see it as a real thing, very impressive, impressionist flower study. I will take a picture also. And here there are some figure drawing, very beautiful, realistic, and very classical, and some of the studio, still life or studio. So I think it's the same theme, indoor. So it's a study of the light. You can see this one, very, very realistic, because the light is not so bright. It's in a dark place. So the artist is distinguishing the light by very nuanced, very subtle light difference. You can see this flower. It looks so much like real, but if you go closer, it's some stash of green paints. So it allows you to think, to extend, and to fill in what is missing. And there is a lot of room to think. Oh, that is a leaf, that is a branch, instead of put everything exactly precise. And this must be an Oriental studio. And this one is called Studio. And this is the artist studio. You can see the light is very dark. It is a perfect place to study light, and the light is not suddenly sharp, black and white, like big, bright sunshine. Everything is rounded up, subtle, and indistinguishable. But there is more room for artists to develop and to bring up the nuance. And this one is a very small. See, it's a very, very small painting. And this one, I have been here many times, and every time I stay here because of this red umbrella. And it's green and red. Usually green and red do not have good relationship because they are too much contrast. But in this one, green and red, they coexist in such a harmony. And the red is not those hot red. It's kind of a cool red, and with the stem of the branch of the big leaf and the background, little bit of red trees and the clothes, reddish, brownish. It brings everything together. What a beautiful masterpiece. This is one of my favorite rooms. It's just so fascinating and beautiful. These are the Hudson School and Hudson River School art. It's the beginning stage of American classical American painting. A lot of technique, very classical, the study of light, of shape, of proportion, of expression, and of perfection, and just so beautiful, so dreamy, and so poetic. In front of it, you feel the love of nature, the power of nature, and this is the land we live in. How beautiful, how beautiful.
Because I think it was a French artist that did that. No, I know that there was some.
Did I allow you to speak with my number one cohort in the museum security? What's your pass, sir?
Did you say I have a wart? A cohort?
Forget I said anything, okay? It's my number one, my right-hand woman is
George Inez, a glimpse of the lake. It's like a dream. And this is so vague, so dreamy, so foggy, and so much, so rich in it. And it's so clear, yet so
when it came my time to go to Catholic school for the 2 years, he was already gone. Everything high school, right? Finally met up.
it's so clear that it is vague, just beautiful, just very, very rich, and very confident to paint something so unclear, but so clearly express this unclearness. The same artist, George Inez, Moonlight, that is also very much talking to me now. I just feel very connected to this kind of painting. It's so mysterious and so magic. It's a myth. And this one is Governor's Creek by William Morris Hunt of Florida. The swamp, and this one also. The trees are so lush, so dense, and so well developed. You do not see anything, but you see clearly that it's a whole blob of trees. So magical. Love it. There is reflection, not perfect reflection, make it even more interesting. Oh, look at this one. William, oh my William Keys. Did I mention that I will go all the museums in America to look for William Keys? Yes, here we are. I think I have a passion for the reason I do not know, that I just want to follow the artwork of William Keith and Albert Bierstadt. Maybe because I have seen a couple of it, the glory of the heaven. Oh my, wow. This is glorious, glorious. I love it. The color, the sky, layer after layer. Wow. It's incredible. There is so much power in it. And in front of it, you see the revelation. You see hope. It's like it's like something that predicting and telling you some higher truths, some universal axiom, some very, very powerful, enlightening. So you stand in front of this painting, just imagine you go to a place and soak yourself under such sunshine. You feel you are awakened, and you feel you are called. Oh my goodness. This is an Art Nouveau style lamp, New York. Things used to be so classy, so very classy.
They announce it on the radio, so I don't need to have my phone out with me.
Okay. Bye bye, friends. Enjoy.